Hi, this is Christina Hills from the Website Creation Workshop, and in this video I want to show you some of the highlights of WordPress 4.9, which is called Tipton. This is the latest version of the WordPress software. So I have a blog post here and you can come check that out at websitecreationworkshop.com, and I want to go through 5 important design and workflow changes that I think you're going to like. Well, first off, the big one is the customizer drafts and scheduling. So what does that mean? That means you can come into your WordPress site, and I have a test site over here. You can come to the customizer, and let's say I want to change the color of this nav bar. So I'm going to go to Colors, Menu Background, and let's say I want to change it to, a purple color, or whatever color you want, or whatever change you want to make in the customizer. Then instead of saying publish, what you can do is come over here and say save draft and click on save draft. Now once you do that, you will get a preview link. Click this copy. It is then copied to your clipboard. Then I can come over to another browser and paste that in. So you can send this link to someone else so they can see, and you can say, hey, do you like the purple menu bar, or whatever changes you're going to do. So this is new and it is really, really handy. So you can change all kinds of things and click on Save Draft. Then the other thing you can do, let's say you want to put up a header or a graphic or whatever, you want to schedule changes to go live at a certain date. You can click on Schedule, and then you can put in the future the date and the time of when you want things to be scheduled for, and you can click on the Schedule button, as I talk about here in the blog post. Now, one of the other cool things that's changed in WordPress 4.9 is searching for new themes right inside the customizer. So let me show you how that works. So I will, instead of, let me come back here, I will publish this. I think I'll keep those purple changes. And then I'm going to come back in here and let's go to change theme. So this is new. You can either change between installed themes, so I can click on Live Preview and you can see how your site would look like with other themes, or come over here and what I'm doing now is I'm switching between themes that are already installed. So I could click Live Preview, then I see how 2017 looks, and I've already customized this previously. But see how fast this is to switch between themes that you have installed already, and see how you might like it. Now the other thing you can do besides themes you've got installed is you can check out different themes at wordpress.org. These are the free themes on the wordpress.org website. So maybe I want to click on textbook. I can say install and preview. And now I see how this one looks. Then I'll click change. And notice as soon as I've done that, it stuck it into my installed themes area. So let's click back over here and you can look at all these different themes. There is a filter. So you can click on filtering, and maybe you want a photography site or you want grid layout. You can play around with these different filters to filter the kinds of themes that you might want. And I don't know this theme, but I'm just going to try it. And maybe I don't want that one, so I'm going to click change. But as you can see, it's been installed here. So this is another way to search for themes that are at wordpress.org, or if you've been playing around with different themes, switching between different ones that you've already installed. And again, you can look at the live preview, and then you can always click publish when you're satisfied. Another change with WordPress 4.9 are changes to widgets, and I'm just going to show you a couple that I think you'll find most useful. One is to add pictures in a text widget, and the other one is to use the new gallery widget. So I come back in here. I'll come over to the widgets area, and you can also get to the widgets area by the customizer. So let me come back over here. So now what you can do is you can insert pictures into a text widget. So let me drag over a text widget, and I'll put this here at the top, put it above the search bar. Let's open this up. Picture in the sidebar. Now there's this new button called Add Media, and I can click on it and I can select an image that I want to put in my sidebar. So there's a picture of myself, and I'll say selecting the medium size, insert into post, and there is the picture. And now I can I'll just put a title, new text widget function. New text widget function. I'll click on Save. Another cool feature of WordPress 4.9 is the button shows you if you've saved it or not. So let me open this in a new tab, and I'll get to the blog page, and here it is. I've got the picture in the sidebar. Previously, I'd always taught my students to use the Image Widget plugin to get an image in the sidebar. But now with WordPress 4.9, easily adding it to a text widget, you do not need this Image Widget plugin anymore. I mean, you might decide you still want it, but it's really not necessary because you can do it in here. And then you can always click if you want to link, have the image link somewhere. You can always link it, click Apply, and we can have that open in a new window. And now notice I haven't saved my changes. I can click on Save, and now changes are saved. And then when I hit refresh, I've now made this image clickable, and it pops open to go to my website, christinahills.com. So that is a very cool feature. You could add other media as well, but notice how this really looks like a WordPress page or WordPress post here in the sidebar widget. Really, really, really cool feature. The other feature I want to show you is now there is a gallery widget. So let me drag that over. And once you drag that over, I'll just type in new gallery widget, and new gallery widget. I'm just putting this title in so I can see it on my sidebar. You don't have to have that title. Now let me click on Add Images, and I could add a few different images. So I'll put that and that. Maybe I'll have 4 things. So create new gallery. Then you decide, do you want to link to the attachment page, media file, or none? Maybe I'll have this linked to none. You can decide how many columns. Maybe I'll have 2 columns so it stacks. And then say insert gallery, and you see the new gallery widget. And again, let's click on Save. If you don't see that it says saved, it has not yet saved. So this is really, really convenient to know if you actually click the button, because it's common people forget. All right, so now I'm going to scroll down here and let me hit refresh, and now I have a new gallery widget. And if I wanted to modify that, I can click on it, and maybe I want it to link to each image. So I'll click Update Gallery, click Save again, come over here, hit refresh, and now when I click on it, I can see the large images. So you might find this convenient, you might not, sort of depends upon what you're wanting to do or what you're trying to do with your WordPress site. So check it out and see if that new gallery widget will work. I can see plenty instances when you would want to use the new text widget function of adding media right in here. And that's a quick overview of the 5 new things that I like in the WordPress 4.9 version. If you ever want to read more, you can come over to this little logo icon, click on About WordPress, and then you can read all the details. And there are a lot of other changes made. Some apply to programmers and coders, but these are the highlights I think most people will find useful. And if you want the steps to update to the latest version, you can click on this button here. It will get you to my How to Update WordPress to the latest and newest version. So that's it. Those are the 5 highlights of the latest version of WordPress 4.9. If you got a WordPress site, go ahead, update, check it out, play around with it, and see how you like these new changes in WordPress. This is Christina Hills with the Website Creation Workshop.